Welcome. Today we are celebrating and recognizing the students, employees, and community members who exemplify outstanding citizenship and community service. This program highlights one of the 3 leaves on our college seal, which is service. Service is a hallmark of what a SUNY Delhi education and student experience are all about. This year's program theme is having the courage to care and connect as community. The theme truly reflects the critical issues that have one way or another impacted each of us this year. Let me say thank you to each award recipient this year for understanding the significance and importance of serving and engaging in both small and big ways that have impacted others in beneficial ways. Many times, you did not even realize how much your work made a difference in other people's lives. SUNY Delhi students, your actions speak volumes. I want to share some of the things about the events and projects you have been involved with. Serving as volunteer fire department and EMS people, EOP virtual volunteer projects, blood drive volunteering, storytelling to children, making masks, Together to Fight Suicide experience, virtual community service Earth Day experience, food pantries, soup kitchens, fundraising for your philanthropies such as the Puerto Rico disaster, tutoring siblings during COVID. SUNY Delhi students, employees, and community residents continue to regularly display resilience, concern, and strength in their commitment to our college service pillar. Whether serving near or far, servant leadership was never put on hold. I am proud to be part of recognizing such incredible individuals. Making an impact in the community that we reside in was not canceled. Celebrating you and recognizing you for your selfless dedication and engagement with others is what this evening's program will be celebrating. Before we move to the awards, I would like to introduce John Padavani, Assistant Vice President for Student Life, to share a message, and Elizabeth Hoyt, Assistant to the Vice President for Student Life and Chief Diversity Officer, who will provide us with an overview of the Student Citizenship Awards.
Hello, my name is John Padavani, Assistant Vice President for Student Life. I want to welcome you and thank all of you for attending our award ceremony today. The O'Connor Center continues its over 20 years of service to SUNY Delhi and the Delhi community. I want to thank Michelle DeFries, Ms. D, for all her work this past year and for her dedication with helping our students and community partners to fully realize their community engagement opportunities and, of course, their success. I also want to thank all the award winners, who you will hear about shortly, for their dedication to the well-being of others. They all embody this year's theme, having the courage to care and connect as community. This has certainly been a challenging year, but as you will see over the next few moments, SUNY Delhi not only has a history of service, citizenship, and community engagement, but that the individuals today, despite all obstacles and hardships, persevered with a mission of service to the community and its people. Citizenship can be described in many ways. In its most literal form, it describes the nation to which an individual belongs. In these trying times of a health pandemic, social unrest, and the pursuit of equity, it describes so much more. In the words of Muhammad Ali, Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. The individuals honored today have shown that through local action, care, and empathy, we can all live and thrive in our community. Their courage is inspiring. They held firm to the belief that one person can make a difference, or that a group of determined individuals can really make that difference. We find in their commitment and work in our communities the hope that things will get better, that together we can all work for positive change and for communities where all are welcome, are safe, and are supported. Thank you again, and please continue to be well and safe and wear your masks. Good night.
Now for the awards. The first award is the Club or Organization of the Year. Areas that were considered include community service, our data, the club organization's follow-through, accountability, and the relationship building with their communities both on and off the campus. This year's award goes to Upsilon Delta Epsilon, UDI. Some of the things that they've been involved in include the Andes, New York Library cleanup for their major renovation, Greek Week champions, the SUNY Pride Conference presentation, March for Disabilities in Albany, New York, and the Asian Cultural Club Fall Festival event, to name just a few. Congratulations, UDI brothers and sisters. Hi, I'm sitting here with Sebastian Ruiz, the president of Upsilon Delta Epsilon. UDI, as we all know them throughout the campus, has been selected as this year's Club of the Year. Sebastian, would you like to share just a brief overview of yourself?
Yes. So my name is Sebastian Ruiz. I'm a senior in the Culinary Arts Management track here at SUNY Delhi. I am in EOP. I've been heavily involved on campus, and I'm a part of just about everything. Everybody knows me.
Sebastian, I'd like you to share about UDI. What about it that makes it such a special co-ed fraternity?
So what makes us very special to the Delhi community is because we are co-ed. So that means that we accept both males and females, non-binary, whatever your gender is does not matter.
Okay.
We will accept you simply because we look for quality. We're in an individual. And so that's what we pride ourselves on, being inclusive. We have people from all over the world. We have a Korean, we have Mexicans, we have Spanish. It doesn't even matter, because that's not what we're looking for. We're looking to build an environment where everybody's included. They feel welcomed and loved. So UDE quite literally means United, Diversity, Eternity. And so that's what we stand for.
Can you tell me why it's important for Greek organizations to be involved with community service?
It's very important for us to get as involved as we possibly can. So speaking about our community in general in Delhi, we do have an elderly population. So just on Main Street, there's our residential area specifically for the elderly. And so like Upsilon Delta Epsilon has done a community service event there where we mulch the ground, we put in plants, and we've done a bunch of random things that they simply cannot do themselves.
That's true.
And so that's one of the situations where community service really does benefit our community. And even then, like if you go out and do simple events like cleanups, which is something you could do whenever you want to, literally. And that helps the way the environment looks. It makes it healthier for us to live here. It's better for when people pass by and they can just see that it's a beautiful little village.
That's true. Out of all the activities this past year, COVID, 2020, what is UDI most proud of?
So one of the events we are most proud of is an event we hosted with Safe Against Violence. It's a domestic violence awareness film. And so what we did was we simply had a film shown in Centennial Center. And all we did was watch it and then talk about it. Like, what were the key points throughout the movie that showed like how serious can domestic violence be? How hard can it be to detect it? And what can you do to save a life? How can you do to save your own life if you're in that situation? So it's about like educating our environment, especially with such young people who can easily be in these situations.
That's true. Whether it's an individual, a club, an organization, or all of us as, a community, why should we do community service? What would you say?
I say that no matter what, you can always build in time for community service, and it definitely benefits more than not only yourself, but the people around you. I think it always benefits to give as much as you possibly can to people around you, because you never know when you're gonna need that help yourself.
Yeah.
Because there could come a time where you simply can't do those simple things like clean in front of your house, and you might need somebody to do it, and I would personally love if somebody could help me in that situation.
Tell me about it. And I know that I do presentations all the time about those essential skills that people need, because you can take a community service project and develop skills, whether it would be in technology, communications, to make yourself ready for the workforce or the community you live in. So you're right on target. But I want to congratulate you and your brothers and sisters again. I'm very proud of you. It couldn't have been awarded to a more active organization.
Thank you so much, Misty.
You're welcome. Next is a Community Program of the Year. This is the first year for this award. This award will be given annually to an event or program in the greater Delhi communities that made a significant impact to their respective community. This year's award goes to the Dairy Distributions in Delaware County, which was led by Jacqueline Oliver. Drive-through dairy program provided much needed relief to our community last spring during the COVID-19 shutdown. The initiative was spearheaded by Jacqueline Oliver, a field supervisor for a dairy farmer cooperative called Agrimark. Because of the closings of restaurants and schools due to COVID-19, farmers had a surplus of dairy products. Jackie collaborated with local dairy businesses and grocery stores to distribute the extra dairy products to the community instead of simply dumping it. For 2 weeks in a row, Jackie, her family, friends, and other community members passed out hundreds of boxes of dairy products to the community for free. Approximately 700 cars drove through the distribution site on the SUNY Delhi campus and received free products. During the 2 drive-through events, they handed out thousands of gallons of milk, as well as cheese sticks, whipped cream, yogurt, cottage cheese, and sour cream. Jackie Oliver says that her parents taught her to make an effort to help people, and her in-laws always reminded her that it takes a village. The village of Delhi, as well as the surrounding community, is thankful for Jackie and the drive-through dairy programs for coming through during a difficult time to help the dairy industry as well as local residents. We are glad to recognize your effort with the Community Program of the Year Award. Congratulations. Next is the Community Partner of the Year. This individual is chosen for their years of service and active involvement with the students, faculty, staff, and their community. In addition, the positive impact that the community partner displays in everyday life. This year's award is presented to Will Outson, owner of Main Street Cards and Gifts in Delhi. Will has put his mark on the village of Delhi and community at large. Let me now introduce Mr. Will Outson.
Hi, my name is Will Outson, business owner, Main Street Cards and Gifts in Delhi. First, I would like to say thank you, that I am honored that I have been recognized and selected to be community partner by the O'Connor Center for Community Engagement at SUNY Delhi. As business owners and community members, my wife Maureen and I always realized how important it was to give back to community. Whether we were fundraising, having a sale here at the store, or perhaps joining an organization. As a complement to that, I joined the Delaware County Community Action Network, whose primary goal is to create opportunities for youth in our community. It was here that we first met members of the O'Connor Center for Community Engagement and the greater SUNY Delhi student body, sororities, and fraternities. Together, we arranged fundraisers through breakfasts and dinners, had pumpkin painting and scarecrow making on the courthouse square, and even arranged for creating tree ornaments for our local Humane Society's raffle in December, to name a few. As an individual, I've always felt that it's critically important to be part of a community, whether it was coaching softball or soccer or baseball, being the business representative on the local mayor's task force, or creating opportunities for Community Appreciation Day. And of late, joining the Delhi Pool Advisory Council. This year has been a tough year, we'll all agree. But I think when we get back on track, there'll be lots of things to do and no doubt new opportunities to explore. Thank you once again.
Hello everyone, my name is Elizabeth Hoyt and I am the Assistant to the Vice President for Student Life and Chief Diversity Officer. I am honored to present this year's Citizenship Awards. These special awards are given to outstanding students who demonstrate characteristics of being a good role model. This can be through positive interactions with others, being a good neighbor, serving as an active community member, or helping others without desire of recognition. Citizenship Award recipients in particular are students who act out of kindness, not as part of a job or course requirement, but because they believe that acting for the benefit of others is the right thing to do. The first award goes to Dennis Almeida. Dennis is from Port Chester, New York, and majors in architectural design and building. The college has seen him rise to become one of the top students academically, but also with regards to his participation, assistance to others, and leadership among his peers. Dennis was nominated by architecture professor Janet Ho, who says that other students seek him out for mentorship and how to succeed with the rigorous required coursework. It was only a natural progression that Dennis would start as an official peer mentor, but his reach, volunteer efforts, and support go far beyond what is written and expected of the position. Dennis demonstrates unwavering positivity and energy and takes the time to make sure all new students acclimate and feel welcome. His individual contributions make the academic and campus environment a better place to be. I am honored to present Dennis with the 2020 Citizenship Award. The next award goes to Samuel Irion. Sam is from Arlington, Vermont, and majors in nursing. He joined the Delhi Fire Department as soon as he arrived at SUNY Delhi. Sam has been an active member running ambulance calls, assisting with administrative duties, and is currently enhancing the fire department's electronic documentation platform. His nominator, Dan Endress, an adjunct nursing instructor, stated that Sam has a true eagerness to help, gives his time freely to assist others, and volunteers to make the campus and the community safe. Sam has responded to many easy and some tough emergencies and is always described as professional and authentically good-natured. Sam embodies the qualities of service, and I am happy to present him with the 2020 Citizenship Award.
We have reached the end of our virtual awards ceremony. A shout out to SUNY Delhi students, employees, and community residents who have shown their continuing support of the O'Connor Center for Community Engagement and Regalia, the college's student-ready store. These individuals have donated food, clothing, and toiletry donations, as well as their time, talent, and treasures. Special thanks to this year's committee members, which include Elizabeth Hoyt, Rika Olson, Nick Preston, and Sarah Poole, for their time, collaboration, and commitment in bringing this event to fruition. Finally, congratulations to all this year's Student Citizenship Award winners and O'Connor Center for Community Engagement recipients. Keep safe, be well, and remain Broncos strong.